This is actually the one thing that almost everyone that goes through our In Pursuit of Recruits program, this is their favorite thing that we teach them. And so this has kind of been like our little insider secret of one of the things that we do that really brings a lot of success to our clients. And so I thought I would share that one thing with you today. Brooke Elder with Social Tenacity. I wanted to share with you a tip today, and that is having a morning routine. So we call it a magic morning. And what a magic morning is something that you do every single morning that is really your routine. And I came up with calling it a magic morning. I love Disneyland. If you guys don't know that already, Disneyland is one of my favorite places in the whole world. And if you go to Disneyland, sometimes you can get into the park an hour early and you have that magic morning. And it really is magical to just be there with like nobody else around and stuff. Like it's just magic. So I wanted to create magic in my day every single day. And I do that by creating my magic morning. So you want to first start thinking about what you want to put into your magic morning. So I'll just give you an example of the things that I do for my magic morning, and then you can take the things that I do and kind of make it your own. If there's anything on there anything that we talk about that you want to add in, go ahead and do your own magic morning. And if anyone on here does a magic morning, feel free to type in the comments because we'd love to hear some other ideas of things that you do. So the first thing that I do when I wake up at 5:45 every morning and I listen to a meditation. And I just find them on YouTube, whatever meditation I'm looking for. Lately, I've been doing a weight loss meditation and it's been really good. It's actually really has been helping me lose weight and it's been awesome. So that's the first thing that I do. Then the next thing that I do is I have a couple different places on my phone that I get quotes from. So they're just apps. They're just like daily quote apps. And so I get new quotes every single day that are uplifting and that talk about like self-motivation. And they talk about, there's one that is all quotes from Oprah because I love all of Oprah's quotes and just other things like that. So I read my quotes. And then the next thing that I do, there's an app called Gratitude 365, or maybe I think it's Gratitude 365. And on that app, it gives you different prompts every single day to think about things that you're grateful for. Because when we are grateful for what we have around us, we actually are putting that energy, that gratitude energy out into the world, and that's going to bring more things to us. And so having gratitude is awesome. And so I love doing the Gratitude 365 app because it gives me different things to think about. Before I did that app, I started thinking about I would just write down 10 things that I was grateful for every single day. And it gets to a point where I'm grateful for my socks that keep my feet warm, and you start thinking of all these weird, strange things. And so with this, it just gives me something else to think about, So for example, this morning was thinking about your 5 senses and what you go throughout the day. What are some of the things that you are grateful for that you have those 5 senses, that you can feel different things, that you can smell different things, that you can see and hear and taste all of these things in the world around you. And so it makes you really look out into the world of what you're doing and finding the things that you are grateful for. So that's the next thing that I do. Then after I've done all of that, then I read scriptures. So you can read the Bible, you could read any uplifting books, anything like that. I read from the scriptures every single day. Then after that, I have a document that I put together. And in this document, it first talks about the kind of person that I want to be. Because if you are constantly seeing yourself as you are right now, you're not going to be able to progress forward. And this goes for yourself, for your business, everything. So I have a document that I write out that it says, here are all of the things that I want to become. It's not the things I have right now. It's the things I want to become. But I write it in like past tense. So it's like I already have it. So like I have a business that does X amount in revenue. I live in this kind of house. I drive this kind of car. I'm able to help this many people by my business. I'm able to give back to these charities. I'm able to, whatever it is that you want to do, you write it all out and you really are writing it like the person that you want to become. Then when you read that every single day, it's going to remind you of the kind of person that you're going to be. Now, here's a little tip. If reading through that every single day, you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. One thing you can do is you can record yourself reading it. And then when you're getting ready, when you're brushing your teeth, doing your hair, doing your makeup, you can listen to it. So that way you could kind of multitask. I'm not a huge fan of multitasking, but that is one thing that you can do. So in this document, I have the kind of person I'm going to be. And then I have my vision board. Now, I have done tons of vision boards in my life, and they never really worked for me. And I'm like, everyone talks about vision boards and how great they are. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really know about this vision board thing. But when I put it in this document, and I just have all of this in a Word document, that's it. I have a page that I got pictures from the internet. Pinterest is awesome. You find lots of fun pictures. You can even do it in a Pinterest board if you wanted, but I just have it all in this document, and I have different things on there because it first talks about the person you're going to become, and then it shows pictures of that life that you're going to create. Those two things together are super powerful. Because it's not like you're just looking at it and like, oh, I'm going to do that someday. That's good because you see the pictures. But when you're reading a description of what your life is going to be like, and then you see it in picture form, that is super powerful. And for the first time ever in my life, because I've done these two things and put it together, I actually have been able to take things off of my vision board because I've actually accomplished it. So super powerful stuff. Then the next thing I have is I write out my routine, and I call it my righteous routine of what I do every single day. And this is where I kind of write out what my magic morning looks like. So I put what time I wake up. I put what time I go to bed. These are all just kind of things that are kind of non-negotiables. Another thing that's on there is I have that I don't work after dinner, because I am a little bit of a workaholic because I love what I do. I love being able to help you guys and think of all of these new exciting things that can help further your business that I really could work 24/7. So I have it in there that I do not work after dinner. And I put it in there so it's a non-negotiable that I can spend time with my kids. And that is their time. They know after dinner, they get me as mom during the day. Sometimes it's a little bit hard. I may stop and do lunch with them or something like that. But after dinner, they know that they get me. So, and then it's also important that you have time with your spouse and things like that. Another thing that I have in there is that once a week, I go on a date with my husband, because that is super important to really cultivate that relationship. So you just put down like the rules for yourself. What are your non-negotiables that you are going to put into your life? Then the next thing I do is I have principles that I live by. And these are just quotes, things that I love that really describe who I am. So some of the things that I have on there are, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. So some of them are like, God is my business partner, and I do everything with him. So every decision I make with him. And another thing that I have on there is that not everyone, how does it go? Not everyone has like the chance to worry about becoming great. That's not exactly how it is, but that's about what it says. And I just have found all of these quotes that I really loved. One thing you can do, here's another little tip. One thing you can do with these quotes is a lot of the quotes, they say we or you or something like that. I go in and I change all the quotes to say I. So that way when I am reading it, I'm reading them about me. And that's something that has really helped. And then after that, I have lots of affirmations that I found that I just will kind of scroll through and read. I don't read all of them, but I just read some of them. So that is my whole morning routine, what I do every single morning. It takes me probably about an hour and a half to do, depending on how long the meditation is that I do in the morning. If you skip that part, you definitely can do it in an hour. But when you do all of this every single morning, this is the one thing that's going to change your life, and it's going to change your business. Because every day you're going to be focusing on the right things. You're going to be focusing on the person that you want to become. You're going to be focusing on the things that you can do to make that happen. And that's what we're all about here at Social Tenacity, is taking your passion, taking your purpose, and be able to shape that into a business that incorporates your network marketing company so it builds something that you're proud of. And it builds something that can really help other people. And if there's anything that you have like questions about, just you can put it in the comments here. Bye.